Hey guys, it's Ep35 and welcome back to episode 35 of my Liverpool career mode. Now in today's episode we got some massive games for us to play. The first game is against Manchester City for us to play at the start of the month in the league, and we currently find ourselves in second place. Chelsea have just overtaken us, having played an extra game than us, so in order to try and overtake them again we have to win this game. We've also got a big game against Tottenham to play in the semi-finals of the Champions League as well, so getting to the latter stage of the season now as well as that competition. Really looking forward to doing that, hopefully in today's episode trying to get through into the final. Before we go any further though, if we could try 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Let's crack on with things, and let's take a look at the team I'm going to put out for this opening fixture. Alisson will start a goal for this game with Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Marquinhos and Sandro also in defence. Keita, Henderson and Fekir in midfield. Mane, Firmino and Salah as our front three. The bench is the usual one really. De Ligt, Tierney, Wijnaldum, Woodburn, Sessegnon, Pulisic and Solanke. Let's get on with things. Let's try and get ourselves 3 points. Hopefully the team's good enough. I mean, on paper you would have thought so, but Man City, a good team as well. Come on, huge game here. Massive match at the Etihad Stadium for us to try and get 3 points. We need to obviously win it. Got to try and make sure we keep up with Chelsea, who have actually kept up with us really well throughout the whole season, and now find themselves in front, having played an extra game. Let's see how we get on. Got to try and get ourselves a win here. Oh, well played. Brilliant 1-2. What a counter-attack this is. Salah's running forward. Salah shoots and scores. It's 1-0, 5 minutes in. Man City might have the first chance, but we've got up the other end of the pitch and scored straight after. And it's Mohamed Salah with, I believe, his updated face for the World Cup as well in the game. And that's a fantastic bit of play here. What a counter-attack that is. And Salah with a great strike. 1-0. And we got ourselves an open goal very early on. First shot, first goal. Firmino, yes, well played, into Mane, back to Firmino, another chance, another save, and Kyle Walker clears this time. Bernardo Silva running through, well, he should score that. At least should be on target anyway. Really poor shot there from Bernardo Silva on his left foot. Should do so much better. Absolutely rubbish finish there. That's it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. In a good position. We need more goals though. Got to make sure Man City don't go through and try and have shots on target like they have been. Luckily for us though, their shooting has been absolutely awful. So we might have a chance of keeping a clean sheet at this rate. Chance. Oh, just over the bar. That was close to De Bruyne. We know he's lethal on the left foot as well as his right. It's a very good opportunity. Luckily though, it wasn't that near goal. Oh, beautiful play. Firmino was going through. Fekir shooting off the bar. Such a good chance. Brilliant football from us there. Firmino played it onto Fekir and was so close to the goal. Unfortunately, the woodwork has stopped us, and Man City will clear for now at least. Oh no, they won't. We've won it back off Baldy. Salah's still going. Anything? Go on. Yes. Oh, again saved. 12 minutes to go. De Bruyne coming forward. Stop him. Just about. Wow. We're throwing loads of players forward here. Got to prevent these attacks. And we might have to look to the bench. I've not actually made any changes, which is probably a bad idea, but we'll go with it. Let's just hope we can still hit on the break. Sandro charging forward. Now into Salah. Good chance. Can we find... Is it Mane there? Yes, it is. Offside anyway. Clear it away. No, not straight to Stones. Luckily, he can't shoot. Sané's going. Still a chance for them here. De Bruyne is lining one up. What a block that is. And put it away. Got to be it now, ref. Come on, into it on time. We fired it forward just to try and keep the ball forward there. Salah just about losing it to Laporte. That's got to be it. There's only 2 minutes added on. Come on. And there we have it. 1-0 victory against Man City. It's a win we had to grind down to the end. Although saying that, Man City didn't really have loads of shots. They went forward. They tried to look a threat, but didn't really do anything. So we weren't really threatened that much. We keep a clean sheet. And yeah, really pleased actually with how we got on there. Happy with the 3 points. We keep on track with Chelsea. Don't know how we're doing goal difference. I'm pretty sure we were quite ahead in goal difference, so that shouldn't be an issue, but I guess we'll wait and see once the league table is shown to us. But as you can see there, both teams are only having 5 shots. We just had double the amount of shots on target. That was clearly the difference. Okay, so we do go back to top of the league, which is great news for us after 33 games. Still 5 more games to go for the season. 15 points up for grabs. Just hoping we can win the next 5 games and hopefully still have more goal difference than them. I guess we'll wait and see how things get on. Hopefully we're able to try and overtake them in today's episode as well. Game at Southampton coming up now. Let's go over to that game and we're going to play the match as well, see how we get on. And this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Southampton. 10 changes to the team. Alisson starts in goal again though. Gomez at right back, Matip, De Ligt and Tierney in defence as well. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Wijnaldum and Woodburn in midfield with Pulisic, Mariano and Sessegnon as our front three. Our bench is a little little bit tired. They've still got Origi and Solanke on there, which is good. Lewis Cook, Keita, Alexander-Arnold, Fekir and Van Dijk make up the rest of them. Let's go with things. Let's try and keep winning. 5 more games to go. Hopefully we can get 3 points, and hopefully Chelsea drop points at the same time. Okay, there we go for this game against Southampton at Anfield. This just has to be a formality really for us, and we have to just try and win it with the current selection of players that we have available for this game. Hopefully we're able to get a few more goals than just the one that we got against Man City. Obviously different opposition, and also a different team that we're playing with. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we play some good football at the same time. No. Lose the game 1-0. Southampton starting very lively. Ball goes into the box. 3 or 4 players there, but none of them get to it ahead of Tadic. And they score. Yeah, not good. Look how many bodies it goes past as well. Ugh, it's painful to watch. Joe Gomez should do something. He doesn't. And Southampton have taken the lead. 2-2 running forward. Can we get an immediate response? So Chamberlain on the volley. It's just wide. That would have been good if we could have scored. Unfortunately, hasn't quite the target. Also Chamberlain with a chance. Matip, go on, off the post. This is getting ridiculous. Let me score. Session getting forward, crosses in for Pulisic. Oh, what a finish. It's 1-1 on the stroke of half-time. We've equalised, and it's Pulisic that does it as well. What a finish on his left foot. And that's his weaker side. Brilliant bit of play there. Session Gessi up the left-hand side there. Crosses in. Look at that for a volley. Bit of curve on it, I think, as well, as he connects with it. And it just finds the far post. Great strike. Gets around the keeper. 1-1. Back at level terms with them now. That's it for the first half. 1-1 still. Hopefully going to try and get ourselves a second goal now in the second half. Disappointing first half for us. Defensively not looks great. Allowed Southampton through too many times. And quite clearly not enough shots on target. So clearly a lot of things to improve on. No. Oh my god. How has he not scored that? We're being off the hook again. 10 minutes into the second half. Another ball goes into the box. And for some reason, no one's marking Gabbiadini. The person who was supposed to be walks off. Just walks off. Just leaves him. No. Blocks with his arm. Who cares? Oh, saved by the keeper. Gabbiadini again, for some reason, has just been allowed so much time and space. It's ridiculous. What the hell is he doing free again? How's that a foul? He's rolled on the floor. What's going on, ref? I didn't realise this was basketball. When did it stop being a non-contact sport? Look, he's just fallen to the ground. He just collapses. Look at this. Joe Gomez literally does nothing. Gabbiadini with the free kick here. Hopefully this isn't a goal. He's also got another one of his players over it, and it's dreadful. All 3 changes, 10 minutes to go. At the moment we're going to be dropping 2 points. Solanke, Origi and Cook to come on. We're going to take off Oxlade-Chamberlain, Pulisic and Woodburn. Let's go with it. Hopefully those changes do something. Game over now, I think, with a couple of minutes to go. Southampton with a free kick as well. Haven't managed to string too many passes together, to be honest, since we got that goal to equalise. And yeah, it's been a dreadful game. Really poor match. Got me a foul. Oh, he's crossed it forward. Sessa Young's in there. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Still got the ball, still got a chance. Can we do anything with it? Mariano saved. Sessa Young scores. Is he on? Yes, he's onside as well. It's 2-1, and we've scored in the 92nd minute. And it's Sessa Young, the youngster, who's done it. We're in front finally in this game. We've barely had any chances, and we've eventually scored out of nowhere. I mean, it's very, very lucky. We win back the ball off the defender, then we get the ball into the box. Session luckily is onside as it falls to him, and he puts it into an empty net. 2-1. That should be a win for us now. Yes, it is. We've scored in the 92nd minute and we've won. Just end this game. Jesus Christ, that was frustrating to play. It's those sort of games that makes me just not want to play FIFA at all, hence one of the reasons why I'm not going to be uploading that much of FIFA. So now to this game against Spurs. Obviously it's the away fixture of this semi-final match in the Champions League. This is the team I'm going to go with. Obviously a very, very strong side. Full strength for this game, quite clearly. Alisson starts in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, McKinney, and Sandro in defence. Henderson, Keita and Fekir in midfield, with Mane, Firmino and Salah as our front three. Let's go with that team. Let's see how we get on. Let's try and beat Tottenham. Try and get ourselves at least 1 away goal to put us in a better position going into the second leg. Okay, there we go for this game at Wembley Stadium against Spurs. How are we going to get on? It's going to be a tough game. I guess we'll wait and see. Obviously Tottenham, a team that have good players. Harry Kane up front in particular. Got Chan, our former player, in their midfield as well by the looks of it. But I think certainly on paper we've got the better team. Just trying going out there and making sure we get the goals to win the game. Son still has it now into Eriksen. Good chance for him. He's running away from goal. That's the wrong way. And went out there to absolutely smash Emre Can, our former player, and it results in a free kick for Tottenham. Eriksen over this free kick. Can he get it up and over the wall? Let's hope not. Alexander-Arnold's going to go on the line, but actually it's blazed over. Alexander-Arnold coming forward, takes a touch, shoots, and saved by Lloris, our first shot of the game. Both teams having chances. Mane over to Firmino. Coming back inside to shoot. Saved again by Lloris. Don't even know if it was going on target that time, but it was a bit of a strange shot on his left foot anyway. Go on, Firmino. Yes, win it back. Oh, what is that? That's not found Fekir at all. It goes straight to Lloris. Dreadful pass. Messed up that attack. Firmino switch it over to Mane. Great pass into the space. Mane still going, looking for a cutback. It's not what I wanted to do. Fekir has it. Trying to lose it again, but saved by Lloris this time round. Good strike actually that time from Fekir. Very, very close to scoring. We just seem to be slowing down a little bit when we get to the final third of the pitch. Haven't quite managed to break them down properly yet. Ball goes in and that'll be comfortably saved. Mane charging forward. 5 minutes left of the first half. Yet to score. Mane with the delivery. Oh, went for the diving header, but punched by Lloris. Got to clear that away of Tottenham, and they do. So close. I thought we were going to do something with that then, but Lloris comes out and clears it away. Still got it in a good area though. Keita trying to build it up again. Henderson looked for the direct pass, but again intercepted. Not being good enough in those areas. One back again by Sandro. He ploughs forward now into Salah. Good amount of space on this left-hand side. Ball across, intercepted. Salah goes for the header. What's going on? Okay, that's it for the first half. Still drawing the game 0-0. Unfortunately, haven't quite managed to get an opening goal just yet. Tottenham still having chances, though, themselves. And I'd just say we've just about edged it, though, I think, in this game. So I think certainly would have deserved probably a goal, but at the same time, Tottenham have had 1 or 2 chances. But I think ultimately the stats there, if you briefly saw them, 6 shots to us, 4 on target, 2 shots and 1 on target for Tottenham, pretty much demonstrate how the game's going. Still got me a little bit wary of Tottenham though. They are a threat going forward when they do eventually attack. Oh, that was close. Thought Eriksen had scored then. Really, really good chance for Tottenham. They went forward and I think hit first time by Eriksen. Just puts it wide. Don't think there's any deflection. Will be a goal kick. Okay, good chance here. Keita takes a touch and shoots. Oh, he has to score. It's gone wide. And with 25 minutes left, we had to get an opening goal there. Hasn't happened for us. So disappointed by that one. Great chance, and unfortunately we haven't quite taken it. Let's make a change now. Firmino, I think, is going to come off. He's struggling a little bit a moment ago with his injury, but I'm going to bring on Solanke more for tactical reasons than to do with the injury. Solanke, I think, is going to hold the ball a little bit better for us as our striker, and that's something we've really struggled to do with Firmino. The centre-backs have been onto him straight away, really aggressive, really up in his face, and we haven't managed to cope with that. So I'm hoping Solanke does a better job. Let's wait and see. Great switch there to Salah. Good chance for him. He's running through once again. Salah looking for a cross into the middle. Chance for Fekir on his right foot. Always difficult to get back across. 15 minutes to go. We're going to look to the bench again. Need to try and get a goal. We want an away goal if we can get one. We're going to bring on Wijnaldum to try and do that. And I think maybe take off Salah. No, we'll take off Mane. Bring on Pulisic instead. Salah will stay on. And we'll go with that. Final 2 changes. Keita obviously coming off for Wijnaldum. Let's see. We get on 15 minutes to go. Okay, over to Pulisic. Chance now for him to get behind Ben Davis. Needs somebody to get into the box. Solanke's there, but it's overhit. And no accuracy on it anyway. We've managed to win it back on the edge of the box once again. Need another attack. Henderson looking for someone else to play it to. Pulisic is free. Got to try and get the ball into the middle though. We've got bodies in there now. Pulisic delivers. Great ball, but no one was there in the right position. Solanke can't quite get to it either. And Tottenham will clear. Oh, what a challenge, Fekir. That's it. Stop the attack at roots. What? No, not a red card. Not a red card for that. Surely not. Straight red for Fekir. That's... How has that even happened? Oh, it's not that bad. Come on, I've gone through the side of him. I genuinely was not expecting that. I wasn't even expecting a yellow, to be honest. Never mind a red. And the referee has sent Fekir off for some reason. I'm so shocked about that. I was not expecting that at all. Let's watch this back at the replay. I still don't think this is a red card. Okay, he doesn't get the ball and he's not that far away, but... Whenever you do that, from the side on, it's usually just a yellow. I don't know, maybe the referee's seen it as us coming in from behind, but as you can tell, from that position, I'm going in to hit him side on, and so for me, I don't think that's a red card. Maybe when I make the contact, it's from behind. Unbelievable. Down to 10 men for the final 10 minutes. Fekir will miss the next leg now as well. And does he even miss the final? Is it a 2-game ban or just a 1? I'm not even too sure, but regardless, he'll certainly miss the next game, I imagine. And with 10 minutes to go, we're going to have to play with 10 men. Chance here for Tottenham late on. Oh, just over the bar. So close. Really good chance there for the winger. Luckily for us, doesn't quite hit the target. Going to continue to go forward though in the final couple of minutes here. Can we find Solanke with the pass? What a ball that was. Solanke off the bar. What a chance for us late on. Solanke's still going for it. Punched away. Or cleared by the defender. Not really too sure which. And it finishes 0-0. So close to a winning goal late on. What a pass from Alexander-Arnold to find that Solanke run that he made. It was absolutely incredible. Didn't quite have the finish, unfortunately, and it remains 0-0. A little bit disappointed. We could have maybe had a goal. Even after the red card, we had a good couple of chances. Really disappointed we weren't able to get the away goal, which is so important really in these sort of fixtures. And that, as you can see by the stats, is very, very disappointing for us. 11 shots, 4 on target. Failed to get the goal that we wanted. And that'll take us into the second leg now, not in the position we're after. We obviously wanted at least one away goal, because now if Tottenham obviously get the away goal, then we'll need 2 goals to win. And so that means it's going to be a bit more complicated now. So it's a 1-match suspension for Fekir. I'm assuming it's just on Champions League games, so that means he should well be available in a couple of days' time. As you can see, this next game and the final game of today's episode will be against Burnley. We're currently on level points with Chelsea still. So we have to keep winning games, we have to keep playing them because we're in that position. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's wait to see how we get on against Burnley. We'll have to change around the team. It's going to be a tough game, this one, and quite a complicated match once again. But let's find out what side is available. Okay, that's the team going to go with for this game. We have coming up against Burnley. A few changes to the team, actually. Alisson will start in goal, though. Gomez at right back, De Ligt and Tierney at centre-back. So Tierney playing there for, I think, the first time under my management. Looking forward to see how he does there. Session as our left-back. The reason why I've had to do this is because my Matip is suspended, and the other centre-backs I want to reserve for the Tottenham game. So we're going Session at left-back, which I don't think he's played there too many times, either for us. Cook and also Chamberlain as our midfielders. Fekir starting because he's not playing the next game. And Pulisic, Mariano and Origi as our front 3. So we'll go with that. So this is the bench I'll go with as well. Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Woodburn, Firmino and Solanke. Let's go with the final game of today's episode. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a tough game. Sort of a different team selection that I'm not really used to. So I'll be interested to see, particularly defensively, how he gets on. And yeah, like I say, it's the last game. So looking forward to seeing how we get on in our 4th match of the episode. Can we get a win? Let's wait and find out. Need to score more goals than we did last game, though. Okay, we go for this game at Turf Moor against Burnley. Let's see how we get on in our orange kit this time round. Hopefully that'll bring us some sort of luck. We might need it, really, with this changed team. Obviously, on paper, still, it should be better than Burnley's by far, but as we've seen in previous matches, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. Let's find out how we get on with our performance, try and play some good stuff as well. Also, Chamberlain looked to try and break down the defence early on here. Ball goes across, intercepted really well. Good early chance for us. And we seem to ruffle some feathers early on now in this Burnley defence. Got to try and run at them a little bit more often, I think. Session will try to do the same, but runs into danger. What a chance for Hendrick. He's through somehow. Oh, thought he scores. Luckily, he misses on his right foot there. Don't know where that chance has come from. It's the first shot for Burnley, 23 minutes in. And I thought that we were going to score there. Such a good chance. And luckily for us, they haven't taken it. Oh, what a block by Fekir. Wins it back. Now on his left foot, saved by Tom Heaton again. Struggling to get that goal. It's very annoying. It's similar to the last game where we seem to be having shots, but shots that aren't really going to go in, or even if they look like they might do, it's saved by Tom Heaton. We've got to get closer to the goal, and that is something we're struggling to do because the defence is so deep and you can't really get behind it. The attack versus defence, and then these counter-attacks, which look more promising than our attacks. That's the frustrating thing. Chris Wood running through, and that's one of the worst shots you will ever see in your life. Half-time, 0-0, we're changing the tactics. I'm not happy with how we've attacked here. It's difficult though, Burnley are just sitting so deep with so many players compact into that defence. To be able to break it down is ridiculous, really. Particularly that physical players going forward or anything like that. We are struggling a little. We have to go and change our tactics a bit and try and get us a little more attacking. It puts us at risk on the counter-attack, no doubt about it. We are going to make a couple of tweaks here. Okay, so some tactical tweaks, like I said before, change formation as well. What we're really going to try and do is overload those wide areas. That's what you have to do when they're so compact. You've got to try and spread them out wide and then play from side to side a little bit more and try and break up the defence. To be able to do that successfully, though, you need midfield runners into the box for the cutbacks. And so what we're going to do here is have Mariano playing behind Solanke. That could change. Mariano might come off. We might bring on Wijnaldum or do something like that. Session outside Chamberlain trying to push on the overlap. Quite clearly a 3 at the back as well to deal with Chris Wood, but 3 centre-backs against Chris Wood you'd hope should be enough. Lewis Cook sort of patrolling that midfield area as well. Solanke obviously coming on there as our striker. And to make that change, we're obviously taking Fekir off, who's yellow-carded and quite tired. So Solanke hopefully going to get into the box for some crosses, and we're just going to have to wait and see how that works out for us. I'm hoping that it works out successfully. I guess we'll wait and see. Obviously very risky changes. This could really backfire. I hope not. There we go, this is starting to open up a little bit more. Exactly what we wanted to do. Mariano running in, shooting and save. Pulisic trying to get back into the box. Chance for Mariano again. Saved again by Tom Heaton. Worked perfectly there though. Not many men in midfield, but what it does allow you to do is play that ball out wide. And that just led to a whole sort of opening for us in that central area, which is something we've not seen at all in this game. Still looking to try and do that here. Chance for Solanke, blocked again. and looking much better though. Okay, because we need all 3 points, we're going to make the final 2 changes. We're going to bring on Wijnaldum and Van Dijk, and we're going to change things up once again. Same formation though, but it's going to be Mariano and Origi, who's injured, coming off. And what we're going to do is stick Wijnaldum at the centre mid position, or centre attacking mid, Sessegnon as our left wing and out across, and Tierney as our left mid. That means obviously De Ligt's going to go onto the left hand side of centre back, Van Dijk as our centre back, and we're going to go with that to hopefully try and keep a control of the game, which we're doing so far in the second half, but also try and get more crosses in with the left-footed Sessegnon. Not ideal having to play Wijnaldum and Van Dijk, 2 players that will also be playing against Tottenham as well. Guess we'll see how they get on in the minutes there on the pitch. Chance for Wijnaldum, can he get it back across? What a block. And with 30 minutes to go, I'm a little bit worried that it's going to finish 0-0 again. Oxlade-Chamberlain to deliver. Can we get a flick on from Van Dijk? Yes, we can, but punched away by Tom Heaton. Solanke holds up for Sessegnon. Needs somebody getting into the box here. Sessegnon delivers. Anyone? No, it's cleared away again. Those Burnley defenders are doing such a good job in the box. Clearing everything that goes in there. And we're trying to cause chaos here. It's a challenge, which was quite a strong one, but again cleared away and nothing was given. Pulisic, overlap from Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's more like it. Got to pick out Solanke and maybe Sessegnon. Both are going for it, but again headed away. Chance after chance, but nothing happening. Burnley are too strong in defence. Go on, we've got to have that switch there into Sessegnon. We're pulling them apart here, but can we get the goal? Sessegnon for the cutback. Has to be. It's blocked again. Followed up and has to be a goal this time. Yes, it is. It's not offside, and we've scored with Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's about time. And finally, the overloading on the wings has worked. It's worked perfectly for us as well. Look at that for a switch. Look at how many players there were free. We had 2 of our players on that side free. The ball goes back in, and eventually we've overloaded the box enough to get the goal. Oxlade-Chamberlain heads into an empty net. Thought there was going to be offside in there for Wijnaldum somewhere, but fortunately for us, it was not given, or nothing happened, and Oxlade-Chamberlain gets the goal. 11 minutes to go. Obviously, we can't stick with the same formation. It's worked perfectly for us though in this game. Okay, obviously change formation now with 10 minutes to go. 5-4-1 is what we're going to go with. Tierney slotting in at left wing back, Oxlade-Chamberlain as right wing back, and the midfield basically dropping into that forward you'd expect. Let's go with it. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves the 1-0 victory and just keep hold of that. Can't really afford to go forward too many more times unless we find a counter-attack. Pulisic, overlap for Oxlade-Chamberlain, still is getting forward. Going to go for the cross, we may as well. What a ball, has to be. Oh my days, Tom Heaton, where have you produced that save from? That's ridiculous. Still remains 1-0. And it's those sort of saves that have made the last couple of games absolutely ridiculous to score. And we've managed to get a goal in this match, but it's been unbelievably difficult from both goalkeepers, just stopping everything. Going to keep the ball in the corner now if we can. Pulisic will keep hold of it. It's just the way we're going to do it because we obviously want to try and win this game. It's not the nicest way to win, but it is going to help us hopefully to try and get a win here. We need the 3 points. Go on, yes, well played. And we win it back again. Pulisic will take us into the corner once more. This is what you've got to do to win these sort of matches. Such a tough game, and you know Burnley have defended for their lives for virtually the whole match. And so we're just going to keep it in the corner here. Has to be it. Yes, it is. 3 points for us here against Burnley. Massive, massive win. Controlled the game from start to finish, and at times actually reminded me a little bit of Man City in real life this season. The way that we played and controlled the game so much. Did such a good job of that, and I think overall deserved quite clearly the victory. Burnley, like I said before, just defending for their lives for 90 minutes. Very, very tricky for us to break down, but the overloading on the wide areas of the pitch really helped us. And that just allowed us to pull them apart and overlap and things like that. So, yeah, really impressive stuff, actually. The way we controlled the game, even with the 3 at the back, was incredible. Van Dijk came on and played such an important role of winning back that ball for our midfield and our attack again. So that helps massively. Really, really impressed by the way we played. 11 shots, 10 on target. How we only scored 1 goal. I mean, it's down to Tom Heaton. Simple as that. Player injured. Origi out for 5 days. Bruised shoulder. Suspension over as well for Matip, presumably. Yeah. So that's good news for us. But yeah, going to be focusing on the game against Tottenham next episode. Looking forward to that game. It's obviously 1-1 in the last leg. That's how it's all up for grabs really in this next leg. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we can get to the final next episode, and hopefully you guys will join me for that. So let's do some play drills quickly, see how we get on. No change in overall, so we will move on. And that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Very, very close to hitting 18,000 subscribers now. As this goes out, we might have already hit it, so if we have, thank you all so much for that. And that will be it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.